Well, hey there, Blaster brethren. Another day to rise and grind. Hey, listen up, guys. I want to talk about something pretty serious today. First of all, happy Veterans Day. Secondly, I want to talk about leadership in a different way today. You know, we always talk about leadership at a high level and functioning at a high level. Man, listen, I saw something yesterday we got to talk about, boys and girls. Listen, leadership from the trenches. Listen, you can lead when it's high, when everybody's high-fiving and having a great time. But listen, who's there to lead when we're in the trenches? When everything sucks, man. You guys remember we're deployed. The easiest thing to do is get in a group of guys and talk about the shit and how shitty everything is. And we lose sight of the ultimate vision, the ultimate goal, what we're trying to achieve. And it can really change a mood. So what I saw yesterday, we finished a DOT audit, 100%, no findings, man. And I mean, that's some hard shit at a big company like this. But listen, I watched two teams after that audit. One team, they went to go get coffee and high-fived and talked to each other and you know, said, great job. You know, we all know we struggled, got at each other's throats a couple times, but in the end, man, it was a team victory and the attitude was there. The team win, and it was strong. It was great. It was fucking, I was pumped. But listen, then I saw another group, and that group, I don't know what happened. They after a great audit, and they did a lot of the work, and they were really kicking ass. And you know, their leadership came in afterwards and started talking about how this guy didn't do this, and this guy on the other team didn't do that. And I watched that team, and the big difference was one team went out and was positive and went out and celebrated, and that team went right back to work an hour later on a whole nother project on a magazine that had a water leak, and they started bam, bam, pumping on all cylinders. And then I saw this other team that was being negative, and man, it was wild. They all left right after the audit, like it was, oh man, a whole weight lifted. And it was funny, there was no sense of joy, and that comes from poor leadership, guys. Listen to me. What you say to your kids when they wake up in the morning, your spouses, those things matter, man. How you set up a mood in victory is the same as how you set it up when you start the project. If people don't feel around you like they can win, then they will stop trying to win. And that goes with your heart as well. When you have victories, tell yourself it's good. I just have an employee that has a big board, and it says, take a step back and take a break. He has it on a board because he works 24/7. Man, look, take a step back and fill your heart with praise for yourself sometimes. Now listen, not when you don't deserve it. Don't be falsifying documents in your brain, man. Listen, but when you have a win, you let yourself feel it. That's something we were trained as soldiers to not do. Everybody's a piece of crap, right? That's not true, right? You're valuable, and what you do adds value. And you have to remember to lift yourself up. And when you do that, you'll naturally want to lift up others around you. And remember that as you go forward today, around your employees, around your coworkers. Because remember this, no matter how high you are up in management, you are still a coworker, right? To everybody, down to from the day porter to the CEO, we are all just people doing the best we can. And if they're not, man, that's another conversation. But that's another part of leadership. But when you're in the trenches, right? When you're seeing the bodies laying around in the aftermath of winning and what it looks like, because us veterans, man, we know what winning looks like, and it's ugly. But when you pick yourself up and your team up out of the trenches, you pat those backs and you tell them, man, well done, well done. And you celebrate that win, and do it with your kids, do it with your family. It's hard, man. It's hard. Some of us like to hold a high standard, but let the win happen and let it in your heart and let yourself feel good about yourself. Okay? That's what we're going to do today. Feel that gratitude and be gracious to yourself, and then boom, project it to your team. All right? Let's do that today, guys. Let's rise and grind. If it is to be, it's up to me, right? As Scott Mann says, rooftop leadership. I got to climb up that ladder and engage the Wadi first, right? Then everyone else is going to come behind me. When they see our efforts and they see us believing in the mission, that's when we win, guys. So let's share that. Let's take that glory off of ourselves and give it to others, but let's accept that victory and let it soak in, and let's find that value in ourselves today, guys. Happy Veterans Day. See you at Applebee's. Not really. Blaster out.